Have you ever found yourself wondering, how much longer do I have? Now, I know that might sound a little heavy, but hear me out. It's not about worrying, it's about understanding how we can take control of our health and make the most of every day. After all, life doesn't stop at 70. In fact, for many people, it's just getting started. So today, we're going to talk about something fascinating: 7 scientifically proven signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. And guess what? These aren't things you can't change. Nope, they're habits, choices, and even traits that you can influence, starting right now. Before we dive in, let me ask you this: do you feel like your body is still on your side, or does it sometimes feel like it's working against you? Maybe you've noticed that climbing the stairs takes a little more effort than it used to, or perhaps you're realizing that staying active isn't as automatic as it once was. That's okay. Aging happens to all of us, but here's the good news: you have more power over how you age than you might think. And that's exactly what this video is all about. We're going to explore 7 key factors that researchers have identified as predictors of longevity. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of where you stand and, more importantly, what you can do to improve your chances of living a longer, healthier life. Let's start with the first sign: physical activity. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting weights at the gym, though if that's your thing, more power to you. What I'm referring to is staying active in ways that work for you. Whether it's walking around the block, doing some light stretching, or even dancing to your favorite tunes, movement matters. Studies show that regular physical activity is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Why? Because it keeps your heart strong, your muscles engaged, and your mind sharp. Even small amounts of daily movement can make a big difference. For example, did you know that taking just 30 minutes to walk each day can lower your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline? It's true. The key is consistency. You don't have to be an athlete, you just have to keep moving. Now, let's talk about something else that plays a huge role in how long you'll live: social connections. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to light up when they're around friends or family? There's a reason for that. Research has shown time and time again that having strong social ties is linked to a longer, happier life. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be just as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. Think about it: when you're surrounded by people who care about you, you feel supported, loved, and motivated to take care of yourself. It's not just about having people around, though. It's about nurturing those relationships. Maybe it's calling a grandchild more often, joining a local club, or simply striking up a conversation with a neighbor. Whatever it is, staying connected is crucial. And here's a fun fact: laughter really is the best medicine. Sharing a laugh with someone you care about releases feel-good chemicals in your brain that boost your mood and even strengthen your immune system. Now that we've covered the importance of staying active and maintaining social connections, let's move on to another critical factor: mental resilience. Life after 70 comes with its fair share of challenges, but how you handle them can have a profound impact on your health and longevity. Mental resilience is all about your ability to bounce back from setbacks, stay positive, and keep moving forward. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything's fine when it's not. Instead, it's about finding healthy ways to cope with stress and maintain a sense of purpose. For instance, have you ever tried journaling? Writing down your thoughts can be a powerful way to process emotions and gain perspective. Or maybe meditation is more your style. Just a few minutes of deep breathing each day can help calm your mind and reduce stress. The bottom line is this: your mindset matters. Cultivating mental resilience doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better. As we continue exploring these signs, you'll notice a common theme: small, consistent actions can lead to big results. Whether it's staying active, nurturing relationships, or building mental resilience, the choices you make every day add up over time. And speaking of choices, there's another important factor we need to discuss: diet. What you eat has a direct impact on your energy levels, your immune system, and even your mood. But don't worry, we're not going to get into any complicated diets or restrictions. Instead, we'll focus on simple, practical tips that anyone can follow. After all, eating well shouldn't feel like a chore, it should be enjoyable and satisfying. So let's talk about how the foods you choose can either support your health or hold you back. And trust me, this is one area where a little effort can go a long way. Let's dive into the role of diet and how it can shape your health after 70. You've probably heard the saying, you are what you eat, and while it might sound like a cliché, there's a lot of truth to it. What we put on our plates has a direct impact on how we feel, how our bodies function, and yes, even how long we live. Now, I know that talking about food can sometimes feel overwhelming, there's so much conflicting advice out there. But here's the good news, you don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Instead, small, mindful changes can make a big difference. One of the most important things to focus on is eating whole, nutrient-dense foods. These are the kinds of foods that give your body the vitamins, minerals, and energy it needs to thrive. Think colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins like fish or chicken, whole grains like oats or brown rice, and healthy fats like those found in nuts, seeds, and avocados. These foods are packed with nutrients that support your immune system, protect your brain, and keep your heart strong. For example, did you know that leafy greens like spinach and kale are loaded with antioxidants that help fight inflammation? Or that fatty fish like salmon is rich in omega-3s, which are great for your heart and brain. It's amazing how much power is packed into these simple foods. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up everything you love. Let's be real, life's too short to say no to a slice of cake on your birthday or a scoop of ice cream on a hot summer day. The key is balance. It's about making healthier choices most of the time while still allowing yourself to enjoy the foods that bring you joy. One practical tip is to follow the 80-20 rule, aim to eat nutritious, whole foods 80% of the time, and leave room for treats the other 20%. This way, you're nourishing your body without feeling deprived. Another important aspect of diet is staying hydrated. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, which makes it easier to become dehydrated without even realizing it. And dehydration can lead to all sorts of issues, from fatigue to confusion to constipation. So, make it a habit to drink water throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for a little flavor. Herbal teas are another great option, they're hydrating and can be soothing, especially in the evening. Let's also talk about portion sizes. It's easy to fall into the habit of eating larger meals than we really need, especially if we're used to cooking for a family or eating out often. But as we get older, our metabolism slows down, and our bodies require fewer calories. That doesn't mean you have to count every calorie, in fact, that can be stressful and counterproductive. Instead, focus on tuning into your hunger cues. Eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, and savor each bite. Eating slowly gives your brain time to register that you're satisfied, which can prevent overeating. Plus, it makes meals more enjoyable. Who doesn't love savoring a delicious meal? Now that we've covered how physical activity, social connections, mental resilience, and diet contribute to longevity, let's shift gears and talk about something that often gets overlooked, sleep. You might think that needing less sleep as you age is normal, but the truth is, quality sleep is just as important now, if not more so, than it was when you were younger. Sleep isn't just about resting, it's about repairing and rejuvenating your body and mind. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins, your muscles recover, and your immune system gets a boost. Without enough restorative sleep, you're more likely to feel fatigued, irritable, and even more susceptible to illness. But here's the thing, getting good sleep can be tricky as we age. Maybe you wake up more often during the night, or perhaps you have trouble falling asleep in the first place. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many people over 70 experience changes in their sleep patterns, but that doesn't mean you're stuck tossing and turning. There are plenty of strategies to improve your sleep hygiene. For starters, try to stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's internal clock. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine can also make a big difference. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to calming music, or doing some gentle stretches before bed. Avoiding screens an hour or two before bedtime is another helpful tip. Blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. And then there's the environment you sleep in. Is your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet? These factors can significantly impact the quality of your sleep. If noise is an issue, consider using a white noise machine or earplugs. If light sneaks in through the curtains, a sleep mask can help block it out. Small adjustments like these can make a world of difference. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Prioritizing rest is one of the best things you can do for your health and longevity. Speaking of rest, there's another factor that plays a crucial role in how long you'll live: managing stress. Life after 70 can come with its fair share of challenges, whether it's dealing with health concerns, adjusting to retirement, or navigating changes in relationships. Chronic stress takes a toll on your body, increasing your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even memory problems. But here's the good news: there are countless ways to manage stress and protect your well-being. From mindfulness practices to hobbies that bring you joy, finding what works for you is key. For example, have you ever tried gardening? It's a wonderful way to connect with nature, get some fresh air, and create something beautiful. Or maybe you prefer knitting, painting, or playing a musical instrument. Engaging in activities that spark your creativity and curiosity can be incredibly fulfilling. They also give your mind a break from worries and help you stay present in the moment. Stress management isn't about eliminating stress entirely, that's impossible, but it's about giving yourself tools to cope with it in healthy ways. And guess what? We're going to explore even more strategies as we continue. Wouldn't it be great to know that by making a few simple changes, you could add years, or even decades, to your life? Well, that's exactly what we're uncovering here together. So, let's keep going and talk about another sign that predicts longevity: maintaining a healthy weight. Let's talk about maintaining a healthy weight and why it's such an important piece of the longevity puzzle. Now, I know that weight can be a sensitive topic for many people, especially as we age. Our bodies change in so many ways. It's not uncommon to notice shifts in metabolism, muscle tone, or how clothes fit. But here's the thing: it's not about chasing a number on the scale or trying to look like you did 20 years ago. Instead, it's about finding a weight that feels good for you, a weight that supports your energy levels, mobility, and overall health. Why does weight matter when it comes to living longer? Well, research shows that carrying excess weight, particularly around the midsection, can increase your risk of serious health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. On the flip side, being underweight can also pose risks, such as weakening your immune system or making it harder for your body to recover from illness or injury. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. A healthy weight helps reduce strain on your joints, keeps your heart working efficiently, and gives you the stamina to enjoy life to its fullest. Now, achieving and maintaining a healthy weight after 70 doesn't mean drastic diets or hours at the gym. In fact, those approaches often backfire because they're hard to sustain. Instead, it's about making gradual, sustainable changes that fit into your lifestyle. For example, one simple yet powerful strategy is focusing on portion control. As we age, our calorie needs decrease, but it's easy to keep eating the same amount of food out of habit. By paying attention to portion sizes, like using smaller plates or serving yourself slightly less than usual, you can naturally adjust your intake without feeling deprived. Another key factor is building and preserving muscle mass. You might not think about muscles as much now as you did in your younger years, but they play a vital role in staying strong and independent as you age. Strength training doesn't have to mean lifting heavy weights at the gym, though if that's your thing, go for it. Simple exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or resistance band workouts can help maintain muscle tone and improve balance. Even activities like gardening or carrying groceries count, they engage your muscles and keep them active. Pairing strength training with adequate protein intake is also essential. Protein-rich foods like eggs, beans, lean meats, and dairy products provide the building blocks your body needs to repair and maintain muscle tissue. And let's not forget about movement outside of structured exercise. Staying active throughout the day is just as important as dedicated workouts. Maybe it's taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking farther away from the store entrance, or doing a few stretches while watching TV. These small bursts of activity add up and contribute to maintaining a healthy weight over time. Here's something else to consider: how you view your body and your relationship with food. It's easy to fall into patterns of guilt or frustration when it comes to weight, but beating yourself up won't help. Instead, focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate the little victories, like choosing a piece of fruit over a bag of chips or walking an extra block, and remember that every positive choice moves you closer to your goals. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you to take care of yourself, whether that's a friend who joins you for walks or a family member who cheers you on as you try new recipes. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another critical predictor of longevity: staying mentally sharp. Keeping your brain active and engaged is just as important as caring for your body. After all, cognitive decline isn't inevitable as we age, it's something we can actively work to prevent. Think about it this way: your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. And there are so many fun and creative ways to give your brain a workout. One of the best ways to keep your mind sharp is by learning new things. Have you ever wanted to pick up a new hobby or skill? Maybe it's learning a language, playing a musical instrument, or mastering a card game. These activities challenge your brain in different ways, helping to build new neural connections and improve memory. Even puzzles like crosswords, Sudoku, or jigsaw puzzles can be great for mental stimulation. They're not only enjoyable but also a fantastic way to pass the time while giving your brain a boost. Social interaction is another powerful way to keep your mind agile. Engaging in conversations, sharing stories, and solving problems together stimulate different parts of your brain. Whether it's joining a book club, volunteering in your community, or simply catching up with friends, staying socially connected keeps your mind active and your spirits high. Plus, these interactions often come with laughter and joy, which are wonderful for both your mental and emotional health. Technology can also be a helpful ally in keeping your brain sharp. Apps designed for brain training offer games and exercises tailored to improve memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. While they shouldn't replace real-world activities, they can be a fun supplement to your routine. Just be sure to balance screen time with other forms of mental engagement, like reading books or writing letters by hand. Speaking of writing, journaling is another excellent way to nurture your mind. Putting your thoughts on paper helps organize your ideas, reflect on experiences, and express emotions. It's a form of self-care that strengthens your cognitive abilities while providing a sense of clarity and peace. If traditional journaling feels intimidating, start small. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day or jot down a few lines about what made you smile. Over time, you'll find it becomes a rewarding habit. As we near the end of our conversation, let's touch on one final sign that predicts longevity: having a sense of purpose. This might sound abstract, but it's incredibly powerful. Having a reason to get up in the morning, a passion, a goal, or a contribution you feel proud of, can significantly impact your physical and mental well-being. Studies show that people who feel a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because purpose gives you direction, motivation, and a reason to take care of yourself. Your sense of purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It could be as simple as spending time with loved ones, volunteering for a cause you care about, or pursuing a hobby that brings you joy. What matters is that it lights a fire within you and makes you excited to embrace each day. When you have purpose, challenges feel more manageable, and life feels richer and more meaningful. So, there you have it, the 7 scientifically proven signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. From staying physically active to nurturing social connections, managing stress, eating well, maintaining a healthy weight, keeping your mind sharp, and finding purpose, these factors all work together to shape your health and happiness. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes. Small steps add up over time, and every effort you make today lays the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these signs resonated most with you? Or do you have any tips or experiences you'd like to share? Drop a comment below, I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Here's to living your best life at any age. Stay strong, stay curious, and most importantly, stay you.